Alright everybody, welcome to another Arena Football Nation YouTube channel video, and we're going to make this a quick one, and it's going to be just talking about the franchises in the XFL that didn't make the cut for the new United Football League. Just going to go quick talk about over them and see why they possibly didn't make the cut, and then what went wrong for them, and then on the other side what the possible future for those franchises are. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. We're gonna make this be a short little fun video. Yeah, I got the damn homie didn't make the cut. Sorry guys. So first up, we're gonna have Orlando Guardians. So this one kind of self-explanatory. I think you got a combination of the fact that the team didn't do so hot. They're one of the weaker franchises when it comes to the on-field play. I did like the little trickery stuff that they started throwing out there, but overall, they didn't do so well playing, and then fan support wasn't where it needed to be to really make them stand out, unfortunately. And when it comes down to only picking 4 teams from each league to make this new one, this new combined league, I think Orlando and Vegas, those are no-brainers. They're not gonna make the cut. So unfortunately, they they weren't absolutely horrible. I feel like that would be more along the lines of Vegas to the worst. But if it comes between DC and Orlando, obviously the United Football League, they're going to take DC. So yeah, it is what it is. I think it's just Orlando didn't come out in full force like they could have with the Apollos. I know in the what was it, the Alliance of American Football or Football League, the Orlando Apollos, I know they did really well. They played really well. The fan support was insane. So unfortunately, just didn't do that for the Guardians. Next up, you got the Vegas Vipers. Another, what can you say? It's already been said a million times since the first snap of the season for the XFL. This stadium situation is horrible. It's not very ideal to be playing out of that baseball stadium. And the field just did not look good during the games, especially when it was raining. It looked really bad. It probably wasn't safe for players as well. They didn't play that great on the field as well. And then you obviously take into account the fan support wasn't there. And they're really far west. That was another thing you'll see with Seattle and Vegas. I think they're so far west and out on islands that, you want to cut down on travel as much as possible. This United Football League, they want to be as central as possible, so that you can cut down travel. And I feel like Vegas and Seattle, they just weren't absolute knocked out of the park franchises to keep on for this new iteration, this new league. So yeah, very unfortunate. I like the Vegas uniforms. I think they did a really good job creating those. I wasn't really a big fan of the logo. I feel like they should have went with the snakehead logo that you had in what was it, Tampa Bay Vipers, the original Vipers. I like that snakehead logo. I thought it was really nice. I think that'd be a lot better than that V. The V looks like it's a I don't know, a car logo emblem. So yeah, I wasn't really much of a big fan of that. But other than that, the uniforms were amazing. They're really good. Red and black obviously goes really well together. And but yeah, not enough fan support. The biggest thing was a stadium issue, and they're out west. So yeah, that's why I think Vegas Vipers obviously didn't make the cut. Lastly, for the XFL, you have the Seattle Sea Dragons, and this one hurt really bad because I thought that Seattle, while it wasn't as where it could be fan support wise, and I think all the other major franchises and things going on in the area for Seattle was a real big reason. You had the Kraken coming in, and they're drawing really well with fan support. So you're taking some fans away. You got some competition in that aspect. But I still think they did really well, with fans. It wasn't absolutely terrible. I think the fans did really well showing up at the end of the day. They have a really good, solid franchise. You get the logo was nice. I think the PR was good. It's Seattle. They're always, knocking it out of the park when it comes to sports, at least for most of the part. Really good support, really good logo, really good stadium. Lumen Field is amazing. So very unfortunate for them. I thought the uniforms were also really nice. But yeah, I think that the the fan support just wasn't there enough to justify having a team on an island way up in the Pacific Northwest. That travel was brutal. And then when it comes down to, obviously picking only 4 teams, you got to go with the ones that the United Football League did pick. I mean, they are more centralized, makes travel less, hard. It saves money on that aspect. And the teams that they did keep were solid franchises and really had really good, fan support. So I think that's the reason why Seattle didn't make the cut. Now, at the end of the day, here's what I hope, and here's my prediction. If you're if you're wondering, so I think that the United Football League, I think it's going to be set up in a way that it's going to be successful. I think they're going to really push hard for getting a good exposure. I think the fans are going to come out and support it really well, because literally we could have lost all this. You could have had no teams at one point. The spring football could have been gone completely, outdoor spring football. So here's my take. I think this is my prediction. I believe that the United Football League is going to knock it out of the park. I think it's going to be really good. I think they're going to actually be profitable. Wild take, I know. They're going to be not insanely profitable. I think they'll be profitable. I think it's set up in a way that it's going to be successful. I think it's going to be exciting, and I think the fan engagement is going to be really good, and I think they're going to do really well. And then I think in a year or two, they're going to have expansion. And if they're doing really well, what does that mean? Seattle may come back. I could fully see them having a team in LA or in California in general, and then Seattle. I don't think they'll go back to Vegas just because of the stadium situation, but there's so many stadiums options in California for one, that I think maybe they bring back the LA Wildcats or make a new franchise altogether. And then I think they bring back Seattle. Just a wild take, maybe. Guardians, I think that they want a team in New Jersey or New York. I think that's such a big market. That's probably the biggest, if not LA, the biggest market, right? I don't think they come back to Orlando, unfortunately. I don't think they take that chance. I think that was a one and done with the Orlando Guardians. I think they take the Guardians name and they revive the Guardians, the New York Guardians. And one no-brainer idea I have is play out of the stadium the New York Red Bulls play out of. You have Audi Field. That's where DC Defenders play out of. That's the MLS franchise. DC. What is it? That's the MLS franchise. They play out of that Audi Field. So to me, it's a no-brainer. Why not play out of the Red Bulls soccer specific stadium? It's smaller, but it's what it's what you need. You need that smaller capacity so you don't have such massive amounts of empty seats for one, if there is, which I don't think there will be, and I don't think it'd be absolutely terrible. I think there will be fan support, but you have that smaller venue. Obviously it'll be cheaper than playing at a MetLife, and bring back the Guardians. Their uniforms and logo was sick. It was my favorite. I don't even live anywhere near New York, but if that was my favorite team, was the New York Guardians. I thought their uniforms were really nice. The theme, the Guardians theme, the gargoyles, it was amazing. So that's my wild prediction. I think they bring back Seattle, add a team in LA or in California in general. Bring back the New York Guardians, and then you bring back some franchises for the USFL side, and this league could be 12 plus teams. But I don't think that'll happen until 2 to 5 years down the road from now, and it all depends on this year being successful and profitable. So, anyways, just wanted a quick video about the teams that didn't make the cut. Why? I guess some copium for people, but really, I've been really love the XFL. I've been following it ever since 2020 when Vince brought it back, and I love spring outdoor football as well as indoor football. So that's why I'm making these videos. Just a little, some commentary about something that happened, the teams that didn't make it, and the future of them returning, and the future of the league as well. Anyways, if you like this content, leave me a like, subscribe if you want more content like this, and I'll see you in the next one.